Hi guys, so I'm Sasha Sharma and this is the first episode of Fashion Roundtable and I have my two really dear friends as my guest from the fashion industry. We have Divyak D'Souza, a fashion stylist in Mumbai who's been doing amazing work and we've been following all his work. And we have Parakram Rana, former stylist, fashion stylist, and now he's a crazy content creator. In case you're not following these two, please go and check our video out and follow them on Instagram. Welcome, guys, for the first episode of Fashion Roundtable. I am so excited because I've been wanting to do this for so many months, and finally it's happening. And I thought this was the best time because, come on, we're talking about Met Gala. Welcome on the show first.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you guys doing? Where are you based? Let's start with that right now.
I'm doing good. It's raining here and it's kind of cold. I'm in Kathmandu right now. It's a gloomy weather, but I think this live has cheered me up a little.
How nice. What about you, Divyak? Where are you?
You know, I'm in very sunny and humid Goa, so very opposite to what Para is going through. But yeah, I've been working non-stop for the last 2 months and I thought it was time for a break. So now I've come to Goa and I'm chilling and I'm actually really happy that you're doing something like this, Sasha. I feel like it's so fun and, you know, we see so many interviews happening with like actors and, you know, famous people, very few happening like technicians and like behind the scenes people like myself. So yeah, thank you for the moment on your show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited, you know, because we all talk about, we are on Instagram and we usually see content out there and we kind of like and we kind of comment. But I thought having something like a platform where we can, you know, connect with each other and just understand what each one of us think. So let's start with the Met Gala that we saw yesterday. You know, first question I want to shoot to both of you so you can start, Divya can start, and then we can go to Parakram as well. Is this the look on, you know, the theme? Did they follow the theme? Let's start with the first, Rihanna, ASAP Rocky. What do you think about their look?
You know, I just feel like firstly, right off the bat, can I just very honestly say, I've now worked in fashion for 15 years. I've seen enough red carpets. I've worked on enough red carpets. And quite frankly, you know, of late, I'm bored of red carpets. I just find the whole concept of, you know, rich, glamorous people parading themselves quite boring. But having said that, why I look forward to the Met is because it's a costume-heavy red carpet. There is a theme, there is research that goes into it. So the fashion geek in me is always looking forward to seeing, you know, how everyone interprets that theme. So the Met is the few red carpet events that don't bore me. And particularly with this season of the Met, the theme was something that I'll be very honest, I was a bit on the fence about because, you know, as much of a genius as Karl Lagerfeld is, he isn't without his fair share of, you know, controversy. The man has been a lot of problematic statements in the past. And, you know, having said that, you know, that whole debate of the artist versus his personal choices, I mean, all of that comes into play. But no doubt he was a fashion genius and a revolutionary. You know, he created so many iconic looks over the years, whether it was with Balmain, whether it was with Fendi, Chanel. So yeah, I feel like there's just such an iconic body of work that all of the attendees had to pick from and sort of, you know, curate their own looks out of his work. And specifically, it's great that you've started with Rihanna because I honestly feel like Rihanna gets the Met brief right every single time. Even this time, I think she just knows exactly how to have fun with couture. You know, while going larger than life, at the same time, she doesn't take herself too seriously. She's always so candid and so irreverent, but looking like $1,000,000. So, you know, the fact that she played with the big rosettes, the fact that each flower apparently took like 30 hours to make by hand, you know, that sort of plays into the couture and the craft and the seriousness of, you know, fashion as an industry. But at the same time, it's being worn by this artist who just wants to have a good time and, you know, is sort of celebrating the whole fun aspect of fashion. So I think it was a beautiful collaboration in that sense. And I thought she was one of my favorites. Like she was the highlight of the red carpet to me.
And also the comment that she just did by saying that it's Valentino, baby. I mean, I feel expensive. That was quite cool, I must say.
That makes it so relatable. right? I think that's
Right.
why she's so, yeah.
Exactly. What about you, Parakram? Tell me your, view on, of course, the Met, and what do you think about Rocky, ASAP Rocky, and of course Rihanna's look?
Yeah. I think the Met is always fun because yes, it's like the themes are so extravagant, and you can do so much with the clothes. Although like Karl Lagerfeld, when you think of him, I see a lot of blacks and whites only. So I was like, let's see how it's going to play out in this particular show. Like, how can people stand out and look different, especially with the women? Rihanna, I think, always stands out and creates a statement, and she was amazing. She was breathtaking. Even though ASAP Rocky I liked his outfit. I liked the skirt and the things he played around with. I feel like he couldn't stand out in front of Rihanna. So if he came by himself, it would have, I think, created more of an impression. But because he was in front of Rihanna, even though his outfit was super cool, I think from the other men, a lot of men played it safe this time, and it wasn't like too out of the box and like too like dressed up. So I think he was one of those who like added a skirt, added some color, and it was fun. Rihanna obviously always is like a statement, and like this time also she outshone. And I wish A$AP Rocky got some separate looks also. But even though they make a great couple together, but that's what I
Right,
feel.
right. What do you both think about Cardi B? Let's talk about her dress.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah, I think there were so many, even the after party looks, not we have to
Yeah,
consider.
yeah. But which one do you like? Do you like the after party, or do you like the one that she walked, on the red carpet
So
for?
she had three, I think.
Yeah,
She
the
had three outfits. The
Shangpeng,
first one was
the Shangpeng
sorry,
studio that she was wearing.
that yes.
Yeah, what do
I
you?
really loved that. I think it was super cool. I loved how they added the quilted Chanel bag texture and the skirt as well as the rose, and just I think it was so camp and nice, and it was just like super cool. Even though it was like black and white, she still looked so camp, and it was just
Right.
like a vibe. It was one of my favorite looks for sure.
No, I
Divya,
completely agree. I also feel like Cardi B sort of epitomizes the belief system that I have when it comes to even styling in my own personal work.
right.
Is the actor or the celebrity or the artist that I'm dressing, their personality is what I am looking to articulate, right? At the end of the
Yeah,
day, whatever may be the dress or the beauty look or the accessories or the occasion, if the artist brings their own personality to the table, that automatically changes how an outfit looks and how they carry it and how they live in it. And Cardi B has such an undeniable charm, whether you
yeah,
love her or hate her. And yeah, I think the Chung Pen, if I'm pronouncing that correctly,
yeah.
outfit, it was pretty, it was beautiful, it was all things romantic, but she brings that badass sort of energy to it and makes it her own. So
Right,
yeah, I love it too. I'm with Para
right.
on this one.
I put like 5 names. So the third name that I have is Jenna Ortega in Thom Browne and Marley jewelry that she was wearing. What do you guys think about that look?
Sweet. Didn't think too much.
Didn't get too much.
I think she was playing her character of a Wednesday. She'll just fit in character. So she was like, she did rock the red carpet, but
Yeah,
Which they all made an effort. It was very sweet, but there are definitely some standouts.
yeah,
Like I feel like now Tega, she looked nice, but there were so many others that caught my attention.
right.
She wasn't them,
Right.
unfortunately.
Let's talk about, of course, the most awaited Gigi Hadid and Kendall Jenner, the Kardashians. Tell us, what do you think? I mean, we've seen Gigi here at the NMAC that happened, right, in India, and now we see her back in a completely different outfit. What do you both think about that look?
Para, you want to take this first?
Yeah, Gigi was
okay.
very
So
conscious. Yeah,
so for me, I think the outfit was okay, interesting, and it was cool. But I think like for me, Met Gala is also like it is fashion also, but as a spectator who is into the pop culture, it's also like how they create an impact. And I think what I found very interesting was her bonding and her bonding. Like I think this was the first time she made it kind of public with the world that she's dating Matthew Williams, and the chemistry was very interesting.
yeah.
So more than anything, I was looking at that part, and I was like, okay, she got my attention because of Matthew.
Not the costume, the gossip has
The
interested Para.
gossip.
Yes,
It's like,
that
who's
is good.
she
That is
with?
interesting. Yeah, the costume was interesting and all. I mean, like the jewelry was nice. I mean, it was interesting, but I think I love that chemistry, and I was like, ooh, let's see what's going on. sitting on each other's laps and all. It was fun.
Cute. But you know what I'll say, costume aside, Met Gala aside, I think Gigi's appearance at NMACC was it for me because of PAPs. Our local paparazzi.
Exactly.
So interesting. Unfortunately, people at the Met were too well behaved. No one was misbehaved like our paps. So the cheap were missing. That was all that was missing.
You know what I
But
feel? Yeah, you know what I feel, guys? Like what our apps did in India was very similar to what they did with Rihanna. I was like deja vu, you know? Right? Let's talk about
our
Kendall Jenner, guys.
and they are very entertaining, and I love them. I think whatever they were entertaining for all of us sitting at home on our smartphones and scrolling.
Exactly.
So it stood out the most for me.
I think the cockroach was a good cheap thrill, like very entertaining part. And that was like, woo, we've got something fun. Cockroach got best dress. Got killed apparently by mistake. But best
No, nazar lag gayi cockroach ko. So sad.
Guys, tell me about Kendall Jenner. What do you think about the Marc Jacob look that she wore, at the Met this time?
I mean, she looked super hot, and I feel like she's one of the best bums in the business, like no doubt. Like all of her back shots from, like, wow, how does this girl manage to keep it that tight? So she's super hot, no doubt. But can I just say it's a big statement here, but I'm a little bored of the Kardashians. Mostly because I just find that era of highly efforted beauty where a surgeon is also helping you, a makeup artist is also overdoing it, the cost, everyone is just an overdrive to achieve a look.
Even the photographers, yeah.
Yeah, I find that a bit boring now. Like I personally am all about keeping it clean and effortless. And like I said, you don't have to be boring even if you're effortless. Look at a Rihanna, for instance, it looked like she wasn't trying at all and yet she stole the show, So I feel like there's a way to channel effortless glamour and beauty. And for me, the Kardashians are not that. I mean, full marks to them for putting in the effort and the research, and they have their own brand going. It's fantastic. But I'm just a little bored. I feel like there were so many others to look at and talk about, but that's my opinion. Para, maybe you're a fan, I don't know.
No, for sure. I think Kendall's look, I mean, she tried to create an impression, a statement with the high heels and look tall and cool. But I think the outfit as a whole, there wasn't much. It was like, I don't know. It wasn't even like cool enough to be considered different. It was, I don't know. I didn't find it like to be able to make such a difference. I mean, I think for her, she's worked with Karl Lagerfeld for so long, she could have made a bigger impression, I feel.
Yeah. What about Kim? Did that not really catch your attention, both of you? Kim Kardashian.
I liked Kim.
Yeah.
I love the pearly looks.
Work it, yeah. Kim knows how to do a red carpet and Kim knows how to do glamour. So yeah, I think it's amazing as always. And I think she's sort of, I was listening to Tarini Manchanda on Instagram. She's a friend of mine, and she was talking about how Kim is sort of like the benchmark for the influencer era, right? Like if there had to be the origin of the influencer, Kim Kardashian is it, So I feel in that sense, she get all sorts of benchmarks, whether it is with red carpets or content or makeup or just marketing yourself in a smart way, So I feel like, that's Kimmy for you. She gets it right. She doesn't get it wrong too often,
Right. Now, what really caught my attention, guys, at the Met was also the Doja Cat. What do you both think? Let's start with Divyak and then we go to Parakram.
Favorite, I have to say, for me, the highlights of the Met Gala were all those guests who just played into the unserious brand, where that for me is how to do a red carpet in 2023. I mean, we see enough glamour, we see enough beauty, we see enough unattainable perfection, when you look at celebrities who dress up. But to do what Jared Leto did, to do what Lil Nas did, to do what Doja Cat did, I feel like a certain kind of balls, you know what I mean? To take such this event and to just be unserious about it, you know what I mean? And have a great time and leave the biggest impression. I mean, at the end of the day, the memes decide who won the Met Gala. And if Doja, hands down, it belongs to Doja Cat, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fantastic.
After the cockroach.
Yeah, of course. The cockroach is no more, so it goes to Doja Cat.
Yeah. What do you think, Parakram? What's your view?
I think it was amazing. I think she was one of the first pictures that popped up in my timeline when I woke up in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. And also, like, she was just feeling the character throughout. Even at the Vogue interview, she was just yeah, she couldn't care
Yeah.
to. And and it was also like a minimal kind of cap where she just had that on. Her dress was really cool, and if she didn't have her cat face on, it wouldn't have been like, oh, there. But I think that little difference made such a huge thing, and she was so much fun. I think she was being herself, and she's Doja Cat, so she played the part really well.
Literally, yeah.
Divyak, we've just attended the Dior show. Now seeing, Lil Nas and Dior, what do you think about that look?
I feel like Lil Nas is quite the icon for especially for the queer community and for Black queer men of color who are queer. I just feel like he epitomizes all of the sort of, gifts that a celebrity should be celebrated for. He's a talented musician. He looks amazing. He's so stylish. He always has fun with fashion. There's never a forgettable moment of him on the red carpet. So I just feel like even this time, out of all of the men, he was undeniably a standout look, because again, playing into the theme so literally, but at the same time, making it so artistic. And also being almost funny, like I said, there's an irreverence to it, he's made all of this effort, but it's still kind of funny. He's still kind of being cheeky with the whole theme. So I love that approach to fashion. I think fashion should, at the end of the day, be about fun and self-expression, and he epitomized that. So yeah, I love him. I think he did a fantastic job.
What about you, Parakram? What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think like how Divyak said, the Kim is the benchmark for influencers. Lil Nas is definitely the benchmark for like meme influencers. He always finds way to have like memes created out of his looks or just like post such fun memes. And he likes to be a meme himself. And I think, and he does it so nicely. And his outfit was great, but where was Dior? I couldn't find it was Dior. I mean, was it his body painted? What was Dior? The thong? I don't know where Dior was, but it was amazing. I loved the look.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, guys, we've had so much conversation about the West. Let's come back home. What about our Bollywood stars? What do you think? I mean, for me, before you guys start talking, I just want to tell how Prabal, like I know him since I've met him there, in New York, whenever there are any like fashion events, then I do catch up with him. And I know, Parakram, you're really, close to him as well. I was looking forward to his looks. Now coming back to Alia Bhatt, Isha Ambani. Then I don't know now whether to place Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas now in Bollywood or Hollywood, because they're both the worlds, What do you both think about their looks this time?
Should I go with what I thought? So I feel like, honestly, I really, really like Alia Bhatt. I think she's one of the best actors we have. And I love the fact that she, sort of marches to her own tune. She's never played the game of what, a lot of other celebrities fall into the trap of following trends or aping each other. Alia sort of does her own thing. And especially with style and fashion, whatever she wears, she looks comfortable. Whether you like it, you don't like it, whether you think she's breaking the internet with her outfit or not, regardless, she looks lovely. She, clearly exudes comfort, and, she's always radiant, no matter what she's wearing. And I thought, the whole Carl's Bride's kind of a interpretation that Prabal did for her outfit, I thought she looked lovely. She looked like a radiant angel. She kept the beauty look super clean. And Puneet and she make such a wonderful team when it comes to makeup. Anaita, of course, is a genius and really knows how to interpret, the personality of whoever she's dressing. So I think Alia, she looked beautiful. It was a great debut. And I don't want to make this like about a Indian pride moment, because all that, right? She was a guest at a party who looked amazing. And, I'm happy for her. She's a young girl achieving great things. So rise and rise, that's how I look at it.
Right. Yeah. You know what also caught my attention before I go to Parakram? The outhouse jewelry that she was wearing. I think it was the handcuff that she had. Yes, that was damn cool. I think a lot of people are going to grab that. I don't know. I just feel so.
That was the outhouse in nice.
Outhouse, yeah.
I think, Alia was amazing. She looked so classy and chic and cool. Like, she looked like a perfect, like a debut. Her debut look for Met Gala was perfect. It was Karl Lagerfeld. It was classic. It was a vibe. And she seemed very comfortable with the outfit also. So that also, I mean, she was, I think, content with the look from inside, even though it was the first time. And, it's this Met Gala so scary for big Hollywood stars. I'm sure it was really scary for her to walk. But I think she gave the perfect shot. She didn't look nervous. She was in her element. I think the whole team did a great job, and it probably created some great looks in this Met Gala. I was like obsessed. I was like, no, this one's also by Prabal. I think he did such a good job. And even with Ale, even though it was a first, he didn't go like over the top. He went classic and classy, and I really like that.
Right. Both of you, we didn't speak about Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. We probably will end our conversation here with Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra's look. What do you both think?
So I really liked how Priyanka dressed to the after party. I thought that Valentino look was like quite a lovely juxtaposition of, the upper body was lesbian core, as Diet Sabra has
so, I like that.
Upper body was super sexy with the, super high slit. So I think, Priyanka Chopra, again, like for me, what really works for her is her confidence, no matter what the outfit, no matter what the beauty look, no matter what the occasion, she's super confident. She carries herself with such poise. And, it's like whatever haters say clearly doesn't penetrate. At least it doesn't seem to penetrate. So yeah, I think they're super cute. They're the most Instagrammable couple because of this whole East meets West and the kind of reach that they have together as a brand.
Yes.
So yeah, I like the party look. I thought that was pretty hot.
Yeah. What do you think, Parakram?
Yeah, for sure. I think the outfit was interesting. It was nice. It wasn't like, oh my God, wow. It was good, like many other people. I liked her makeup. I liked her wing. Her eyes looked lifted and catty. That was interesting. Nick, I can't recall what he wore because Priyanka stole the show. Priyanka's Priyanka. Like I don't recall what he wore. He wore something black, but Priyanka was cool. I don't recall her after party look, but I do remember one viral video where she walks in an orange outfit. Walks out of like some outfittings, and that was just amazing. Like Divyak said, her confidence is everything, because there have been some Met looks where I've been like, but it went so viral, and because of her confidence, I think it became so viral. Even like the Met Gala's live show, if it was Met or Vogue, like in the thumbnail, they had Priyanka Chopra's older look. So, I mean, I think she does create waves, and I'm all here for it. I've been a fan since day one of Priyanka Chopra.
Oh, is it? That was a great discussion. Thank you so much, Divyak and Parakram. Thank you very much for being on this show. And I will probably have you guys again. We have some interesting episodes coming in the next, few weeks. And I thought let's just start with Met since it's just happened. And yeah, it's interesting to have you both. And thank you for giving me your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I hope I see you guys soon.
We need to meet soon.
Yes.
See you guys.
So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, that was the first episode of Fashion Roundtable with me, Sasha Sharma. I will see you again in the next discussion. Thank you very much.